Alright, it is time for another limited time series. It is February 1st, Friday here in USA, and this series is going to run according to Flyer Monkeys till the Saturday 9th of February, but that is if you are on the Eastern Hemisphere. So since you guys run a day ahead of us, so don't wait till the 9th if you're on the Western Hemisphere, because it will expire on the Friday, the February 8th. Anyway, this is the last new car of the current version, 7.0.5, and we actually have one more limited time series after this one, but that is for an older car that we've had limited time series before, a couple of years ago. Ford Mustang, I think. So we'll worry about that when that happens. For me, once again, that'll be Sunday evening when that will start, I think. And over in the Eastern Hemisphere, that would start on the Monday. So check your calendars for that one. Anyway, so for this one, you win the car, of course, which is worth 350 gold, plus 40 gold to help you out along the way of upgrading your car. So, let's jump in and find out what this is all about. So, the usual description here, 100% completing the series wins you the car, and the classic Nissan 370Z Z34 pushed past its natural limits with the power of Real Racing 3. Alright, so once again 15 tiers, but let's check out the rewards breakdown. 40 gold divided into 5, 5, 10, and 20. So, of course, as always, if you're running through the series, the whole point is to win the car. Otherwise, don't invest any gold in upgrades because, why would you do that, right? You're not going to get any gold back for partially investing in the car. As in, if you're going to put gold on the car, you're going to have to win it, right? Because otherwise, I don't think it'll be worthwhile. Anyway, as always, I will use gold to complete the series so we can confirm the PR requirement. So they are saying it's 56.5. By the way, the base PR is 41.2, and when it's fully upgraded, it goes all the way up to 61.6, according to their disclosure. So let's check it out. There we go. 100% completion is worth 40 gold and the car. And mine apparently is kind of this burgundy finish, which is pretty cool. So, all right, Cole and Sons. I believe we've seen those, that, if you want to call a sponsor, I don't know what that is, from the Sylvia R3 spec, which is, by the way, lovely, lovely car. But that's not what we're here to talk about in this video. So, final tier, tier 15, here we go. Cup at Hockenheim Grand Prix, 4 laps. Ooh, that's long, isn't it? And, yep, the base PR, we're starting at 41.2. So far, so good. And the PR requirement to complete the series is going to be 56.5. Okay, so that is confirmed as well. So let's see if... let's see, so we're starting at 41. We need to get up to 56. So that is a span of about 15.3 PR points that we need to climb up. So, and if we get, 5.1 PR point boost per tier, I believe first round of first tier upgrades are all cash for this car, and it's like all the new cars that we've been running through recently. Second tier is all gold, third tier is all cash, I think, and there are a total of 28 upgrades available, so 21 upgrades should be enough to get us to PR 56.5, but don't take my word for it. Let's run through and see if it's true. So we're starting at 41.2. So if my assumption is correct, or in the ballpark, the first tier upgrades should bring the PR up to 46.3. Right, that's 5.1 higher than where we're starting. And so let's I'll use gold to get it done immediately instead of having to wait 1 hour. So if the first tier cash upgrade takes 1 hour, the chances are the third tier cash upgrade is upgrades are going to take 4 hours. So 5 hour total wait time for the upgrades to be completed to win this car, if third tier upgrades across the board is what we're gonna need. So let's see if that works. So I'm not going to calculate the racing dollar cost here. So all right, so second tier for engine is gold upgrade as expected. Drivetrain, I'm expecting kind of the same scenario here. Yep, 30 gold there. And body, a little bit cheaper for a little less PR boost. And once again, second tier upgrade is gold. And the suspension and exhaust typically pretty close in cost and the boost of PR. So I don't expect it would be any different in this case. So all right, so let's see, we need to get up to what, like 50, not 50, 46.2, right, is what I said. So let's see if we can get up that far with the final tires and wheels upgrade. 46.3, all right, so that is even better, right? So, okay, so first round of cash upgrades brings PR up to 46.3. And all right, so that's with the 7 upgrades. Okay, so here we go. Let's try the gold upgrades, and I got my calculator out here. So we'll add up these gold costs here. So 32 for engine, followed by, as I said, 4 hour cash upgrade. So we'll worry about the cash upgrades after we're completed with the second tier gold upgrade here. So drivetrain, 30. All right, and the same scenario here. 24 for body. So far 86 gold is how much it costed so far. And then suspension is going to be 28. So that brings total so far up to 114. And exhaust should be another 28. Yep. So that is 142 gold so far. Brakes, 20 even. So 162 gold. And finally, tires and wheels is going to be 26. So that is the total cost in gold, 188 gold. And that did bring our PR up 5.1 point. So that is on target here. And if we add another 5.1 PR points for the roundup third tier upgrades, that will get us exactly on 56.5. So we are on target. So that's good. All right, so let's get this third round of cash upgrades here. Drivetrain brings the PR up to 53. And there are no surprises here. All fourth tier upgrades are gold again, where available. So body brings the PR up to 53.7, and suspension 54.4, and exhaust we have to max it out up to 55.3. All right, and brakes brings our PR up to 55.9. So this is looking like that will do. Yes, 56.5 exact. All right, so there we go. The total cost in upgrades, 188 gold, but you get 40 of it back. So that's boy, somewhere around 20% discount in upgrades if you want to think about it that way. But that's not exactly exact science, because of course you're getting the car for free then. So if you calculate the cost of the car itself with the 40 gold, let's see, how much was the car? 350 gold, right? And then you get 40 gold back, so you're essentially earning 390 gold, and the cost is 188 gold. So that's nearly 50% discount, isn't it? So yeah, so if you think about it that way, pretty economical, right? Although paying 188 gold out of your pocket is always painful. But anyway, that is the upgrade scheme, the cheapest way to get to the target PR. Now let's check out the series itself and see if we come across any surprises. I don't expect any. So tier 1, of course, there's no PR requirement to get through tier 1. Speed record at Porsche Test Track, long road circuit, head-to-head at Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix circuit. So those two are decent length laps, because you have to run, of course, full lap on both events to start out this limited time series. So this is gonna put the car in red pretty quickly, isn't it? Although the actual cup is just a single lap at Hockenheim National, so that's not terribly long. So the cup race is actually going to be shorter than the other two, I think, because it's shorter track. Anyway, tier 2, we got Hunter at Mount Panorama, so that's another full lap at a pretty decent length track. And Endurance at Silverstone International Circuit. So Endurance is distance that you're going to have to beat. Entirely depends on how much of a margin of victory you have in previous events, right? And then so if you win by a closer margin, the less distance you technically have to cover to win. And then the cup here for tier 2 is going to be requiring PR that's higher than 41.2 was the base PR, right? So Red Bull Ring Grand Prix single lap, and the PR requirement is 44.0. So yes, you're gonna need a few upgrades done right away. But first tier upgrades on this car is just 1 hour wait. So in order to decrease the 1 hour wait time by watching ads, it takes 3 ads to bring the wait time to be done right away. So if maximum length of the more longer ads, because some are shorter, but longer ads typically are like 30-second long, so that's like minute 30 if you can actually get the ads to load. Because I don't know about you guys, sometimes I cannot get the ads get stuck, which is really annoying, or sometimes it just does not load up. Then I have to quit the game, come back in, and sometimes the ad button doesn't even show up, which can be a little irritating. But then you know what, I go ahead and do other things like actual real life things that I need to take care of, and somewhere along the line the ad will pop up, and then You know, gotta do what you gotta do, right? So typically, I don't really watch too many ads to decrease the time of upgrades. So not all that much in a hurry here. But that is just the way I play this game. Anyway, moving on to Tier 2. We got Autocross, so that's a pretty short one. Dubai Oval Circuit, so that's a very short one to begin with. The track itself is probably the shortest track. And then we got Elimination at Catalunya National. So it's an elimination, so, you know, it's the timed event. And then Cup is going to be at Mazda Raceway. Is that a single lapper? Yeah, okay, so that's a pretty short one. With the PR requirement 45.4. All right. So at least Tier 3 isn't going to take nearly as long. The longest event, I assume, is going to be the elimination. And then Tier 4, this is where you get the 25% completion for completing the tier. So we got Speed Snap at Spa, pretty short one. And the drag race at, well, it's a drag race. So I guess depending on the venue, your distance that you cover might slightly vary, but, you know, really not that much. And if you're, by the time you reach Tier 4, if you got enough of your upgrades in place, which you should have at least 14 upgrades in place by now, then you should be able to get through drag race in Tier 4 without too much trouble, even in critical condition. And then Cup is at Monza Junior course, double lapper, with a PR requirement of 46.5, so just above of what you get. It's almost a teaser, isn't it? It's like 0.1 or 0.2 higher than what you would get with the first round of cash upgrades. So that precious 5 gold, you lose your cash upgrade run. Anyway, Tier 5, we got Nürburgring, Hunter, Mühlenbach Life, so that's a pretty short one at least. And this one is, okay, head-to-head at Formula E, so those two are fairly short, but of course, we gotta have a Cup at Le Mans, right? But thankfully, it's a single lapper. With this car, probably take about like, especially if you're running in red, I'm expecting it's gonna take like somewhere between 4 and 5 minutes, maybe. Not exactly the fastest car here. PR requirement 47.6. All right. And Tier 6, elimination at Circuit of the Americas National Circuit. Autocross is at Daytona Motorcycle Course, and the Cup is at Brands Hatch. So that's a pretty short track, 4 laps with a PR requirement of 48.5. All right, moving on, Tier 7. So you need completion of Tier 7 Cup race to obtain that 50% completion. That was another 5 gold, wasn't it? Yeah, it was like 5, 5, 10, and 20, right? In 25% completion increment. So Tier 7, we got Speed Snap at Suzuka East. Speed record at New York. So New York is not terribly long. And the Cup is at Red Bull Ring National Circuit, 3 laps, so that shouldn't take too long. PR requirement 49.4, and that is to achieve that 50% completion. Of course, by then you need to have quite a few gold upgrades in your car already, so yes, there's that. Alright, Tier 8. You need 2 gold trophies in this tier to claim that 50% completion. We got head-to-head at Catalunya Club Circuit, so that's a pretty short one. Elimination, once again, it's like a drag race. It's timed, so it doesn't really matter where it is. Or sort of like, I guess, endurance, right? At least endurance, you have some control over how long you have to run. I guess elimination, if you play blockade, you kind of have control over that too. But then it depends on the circuit, and Silverstone is not a very good circuit. It's pretty wide, so it's difficult to play blockade to minimize the distance of travel. Anyway, if you're concerned about that. Then we got Cup at Circuit of the Americas Club Circuit to complete this Tier 8, 5 laps. Club Circuit, not terribly long. And the PR requirement is 50.3. Alright. Moving on. Tier 9, we got Autocross at Daytona. Drag Race at Nürburgring. And Cup is going to be at Suzuka Grand Prix, 2 laps. Alright, that's reasonable. The PR requirement of 51.1. Alright, double digit tiers. Tier 10, Hunter at the Brickyard Road Course. Alright, it's always there. And it's always morning, it seems like. Speed Snap at Silverstone Grand Prix. That one might require you to service your car. And the Porsche Test Track Dynamic Circuit is where the Cup is going to be at, 4 laps, so that's a pretty short one. With a PR requirement of 52 even. Alright, Tier 11, Endurance at Le Mans. Alright, so it's endurance, so distance may vary. Alright, and Autocross is going to be at Dubai Hill Circuit. Okay, so pretty controllable there, distance that we're traveling here. Dubai Hill Circuit, pretty short one. And Autocross, not terribly extensive at Dubai. It's not Nürburgring, you know, or Daytona. Those 2 circuits, Nürburgring and Daytona, Autocross is always run pretty long. So bad circuit, bad venue for when we have, let's say, like Autocross Annihilation or something like that, the team event, because it just takes too long. Anyway, Tier 11 Cup race, this is what you're going to have to complete to claim that 75% completion, which in reward terms is a 50% gold reward, because by getting to 75% complete, you get 20 out of 40 golds that are to be won, right? So Cup race at the Monza Road Course. This is a long one, double lap, and the PR requirement is 52.8. All right. Moving on, Tier 12, you just need a single gold trophy for that 75% completion. So we got head-to-head at Hockenheim Short, so that's short. Elimination at Mazda Raceway. So, as I was saying, it's an elimination. So that you will end up running a certain amount of distance. And then the Cup is at Melbourne, 4 laps with a PR requirement of 53.7. So if you come this far, obviously I've been saying this from the beginning, if you're getting gold upgrades, which means getting past the Tier 4, you're in this to win it, right? Not just checking out the ride, since you're investing gold on the car upgrades. So, alright, so Tier 13, you got Speed Snap at Hong Kong, Speed Record at Brands Hatch, and Cup is at Spa, probably 2 laps, yep. And the PR requirement, 54.6, so we're getting pretty close to that 56.5. Alright, and Tier 14, we got Autocross at New York, head-to-head at Daytona Motorcycle Course, so that's of course going to be a rolling start. And the Cup is at Nürburgring Sprint Circuit, 4 laps. That's like a Nürburgring's version of National Circuit, right? About the similar length. And the PR requirement, of course, 55.6 here. Now we got the final tier, of course, Tier 15, Hunter at Porsche Test Track Short Circuit, and Drag Race. We got a Drag Race at Circuit of the Americas. So this one might be a challenge if your car is in critical condition. So we may have to end up servicing the car before we can complete this limited time series to win. but Hunter and Cup should be doable even with the car in critical condition. So that final Cup here, Tier 15, is going to be 4 laps at Hockenheim Grand Prix, right? With the PR requirement, as confirmed earlier, 56.5. Alright, so that does it for the series overview. So hope you guys found this video to be useful. And this car is featured in that same bonus series all the other R3 spec cars have been featured in, except for the last one, right? The GTR. That one is in the Elite section with the World Series featuring that car alone, the GTR R3 spec. But for this one, 370Z, this one's going to belong in the same bonus series as the 240Z R3 spec, the Skyline GTR R3 spec, and and this one. So that series, bonus series in Master section. You're gonna find this car, and let's see, to get 100% completion in that bonus series, this car has, of course, the highest spec, the PR points. So for 100% completion of that showcase bonus series, it's gonna require a PR of 59.7. So once I get around to running through that bonus series, I will give you guys a rundown on how that series turns out. But for this video, we'll just contain it for this limited time series only. So there you go. So good luck, have fun, and we'll see you on the track. Bye.